I'm going to show how to use inverse of, which is a OWL construct. Because we're using what is called RDFS plus, to show the reasoning, we want to update our default rule set to RDFS plus. So I did that. And now coming back in my graph, very simple examples taken from the book. We have, so the context is some resources expressed the relationship between parents and son using has son. Another resource may be using is son of. So if we want to say, if we know somebody has son, we want to be, whether it's expressed as info has son of, or it's expressed as info is son of. So we could equally say that Teddy is a son of James. Our goal is to, no matter how you make that statement, we want to be able to reason that there is a parental relationship between James and Teddy. Okay, I have, like we did always, dropped this previous graph and construct this graph. So I want to draw attention to that. Again, we're using update because we're creating a graph. And also because we start to use OWL inverse, we want to include namespace OWL here. Otherwise, obviously, the system is going to throw an error. So now we can actually construct this graph, and then we can actually ask questions about the parental relationships. We want the system to output any children that has a parent that was expressed in the graph. So when we run this, we're going to find that Teddy, the system did recognize that Teddy is a child of James. Going back to here, we didn't say explicitly, look at the instance triples, we didn't say that Teddy has parent James. But through the reasoning, here we say has son is actually an inverse relationship of son of. Those two are pairs of inverse. And then we named one of them being a subproperty of has parent. So combining this two steps of reasoning, the system would know that when you have James has son Teddy, system first infer that Teddy is son of James, and then it applies is son of is actually subproperty of has parent, and then the system will conclude that Teddy has parent James, which is exactly the result that we see here. Teddy has parent James. Okay, I'll do as many videos as possible, but I do actually encourage you to do the same. It's really going to help you to understand the concept and train yourself to think logically like a machine.